our team and Chevrolet and Hendrick Motorsports for giving us good stuff for qualifying.
Would it be a weird situation tomorrow if like Bowman and Chase are both out front and you're behind? Would you have to like make a choice of who to help, and how would you make that choice? I mean, would you have to just figure out like during the race who you work better with and everything?
I don't know. I mean, it's all circumstantial. You don't like. It's hard to like understand the picture like that you're painting, because I mean it could be a bunch of different scenarios with all of us up at the front of the end, you know, and all that. But I think usually you're set up with, you know, kind of who you're behind leading up to that, and that's kind of what you got. So yeah, I hope I have the opportunity to help either one of them, you know, win. So it'd be great to get the 9 or 48 in victory lane, get another car in the playoffs for Hendrick Motorsports, and you give Rick another shot at another championship.
Would you be the most surprised person if you won this race, not because of lack of talent, but just because of what the heck's happened to you at all these speedway races?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, sure, I would be happy for sure, but surprised, I don't really know, because it's not like I'm running last whenever I crash every time. You know, if I was running last or running bad when I wreck myself or get caught up in a wreck, then I guess I would be surprised. But typically, you know, we're up front. It seems like the last couple of years when we get in a crash. So, you know, we're doing things right to get ourselves at least up there for, you know, the crunch time part of the race, but just doesn't work out. So, but if you keep putting yourself in position enough times, you're at least going to see a checker flag. So that's kind of my goal for the weekend. And, you know, if we can get a win, that'd be just a cherry on top.
Do you look at the points as far as top 10 and an additional playoff point here or there, depending on how this all shakes out?
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I would love to be. I don't know if I could get another spot in the playoffs, but I guess Bell's probably within reach, maybe. But you know, I could also fall behind as well, as if I don't get a good finish and the guys behind me do. So I would love to at least stay where I'm at. But you know, if I could have a good race and you gain some points and move up to fourth, that'd be great as well. But kind of, you know, makes the last 2 weeks kind of stink, because I made a couple mistakes on my part that cost us some points.
Looking ahead, you're pretty forgiving, but has Bowman ever spun you out or anything with that? If you're going to have to push along Bob's, come on.
That's a dumb question.
Looking ahead to Darlington, you did win the Xfinity race there in the spring, and you could have won the Cup race. Does that give you any added confidence going into next week?
At Darlington?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love that track. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my best. I'm excited to run double duty. You know, to open our playoffs is good, I think, to get that extra lap time and rhythm at that place. You know, it takes a lot of rhythm and confidence around the wall. So, you know, we had a good weekend going earlier this year, and I'm excited to get back into 17. I would love to finally get that car in victory lane for Rick. It's always fast every time it hits the track, so hopefully I can put it together and get a win then. And then it would be great to finally get a Cup win. We've been so close throughout my whole career, really.
What's the biggest challenge with that track?
Darlington, well, just the track itself. I mean, it's a little less challenging now, I think, with the way the cars are and the bodies, how tough they are. You know, before, if you sniff the wall, you know, you'd have to change your right side tires at least. So, you know, or you'd blow a tire and hit the wall. So now, I mean, it's a little more forgiving. You can get into the wall and not really be affected, you know, for the first few times. But yeah, I mean, it's still tough, you know, to maximize speed and grip and all that. It's still the toughest track, honestly, that we go to. It's just the way the cars are a little less tough than it used to be.
There have been some early conversations, I don't know if you've heard, about potentially including motorsports as an Olympic sport in 2028. And obviously you're a person a lot of people think of when it comes to that, with the hypotheticals of you and Verstappen and other matchups. So if that was something that came to fruition, do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, that's the first I've heard of it, but I would love that. That'd be really cool. I don't know how the concept of it would be. I would assume it'd be a little bit like the Race of Champions stuff, which hopefully someday I get the chance to compete in. But yeah, I mean, I think you don't really know who the best race car drivers are in the world. And even that would be difficult to you'd have to have like different types of competitions, to really to see who's the best, because there's so many different types of racing or motorsports out there. But yeah, I don't know. I think that'd be really cool to get the chance to compete for an Olympic gold medal or Olympic medal, or just compete in the Olympics would be life changing, I'm sure, and opportunity that none of us probably ever dreamt was possible.